Namaste YouTube, welcome to Cafe Enoma and welcome to our twin reactions. We are going to give our reaction to SUFJAN Stevens and it's going to be for the song Death with Dignity, and the second one would be a reaction to BEIRUT, Elephant Gun.
Yeah, this should be really interesting. Two unique choices.
Yeah.
I don't know what's the connection, if there is a connection between these two. This is a Patreon request by our patron Paul. Welcome to Cafe Enoma, Paul, and I hope you enjoy these reactions.
Yeah.
I have heard of both these artists. One is a band and one is an artist, from what I know. Though I have not heard their music at all. But I have heard about them. I have heard their name. I've seen their name on list. And I think they must be known for some. I think they're both rock musicians. So let's see if that's true and what it's about. For what it's worth, it's a first time single take honest reaction by both of us and a pure reaction by Kirti, who's never heard these guys ever before in their life.
Never.
In her life, right?
Yeah.
So let's get started with the first one. Death with Dignity is a song they're reacting to of SUFJAN Stevens.
Spirit of my silence, I can hear you, but I'm afraid to be near you, and I don't know where to begin, and I don't know where to begin. Somewhere in the desert, there's a forest, and an acre before us, but I don't know where to begin, but I don't know where to begin. Again I lost my strength completely. Oh, be near me, tired old mare with the wind in your hair. Amethyst and flowers on the table. Is it real or a fable? Well, I suppose a friend is a friend, and we all know how this will end. Chimney swift that finds me, be my keeper. Silhouette of a cedar. What is that song you sing for the dead? What is that song you sing for the dead? I see the signal searchlight strike me in the window of my room. Well, I got nothing to prove. Well, I got nothing to prove. I forgive you, mother, I can hear you, and I long to be near you, but every road leads to an end. Yes, every road leads to an end. Your apparition passes through me in the willows and 5 red hens. You'll never see us again. You'll never see us again.
Wow.
Yeah.
Beautiful, wasn't this?
Yeah, this is different. This is unique.
It was all on one level, the guitar,
Yeah.
and then even the singing style. And then the piano also came in, which I
Yeah,
think
just
was played
for a
on the
moment.
keyboard more than the
Just
piano.
for a moment. Keyboard.
Yeah. Wow. What are your thoughts on it, Kirti? As a pure actor listening to these people for the first time today, this song.
This was soothing. This was different, and the best part of this song is his voice. The way he sings, the way he goes about it. I like the music that goes along with him on the same level, literally the same tune. It gives a pace to the song. It gives the feel to the song. It's just simple. It felt like a cappella, kind of sound. And towards the end, the sounds came and just went. I don't know what was the connection, why were they kept, but I liked his bit the most.
Yeah, he has a beautiful voice. It's very mesmerizing listening to his voice.
Yeah.
You feel like he's putting you in a trance-like state.
You can listen to him for a
I was
longer
getting
time.
very relaxed just when the music started. Once his voice kicked in and he continued singing throughout, it was even more relaxing towards the end. Beautifully done. I love this kind of music. This is the music I like listening to a lot personally. So it's my cup of tea to react to it. Definitely I will listen to more of this particular artist. I'm not sure if it's an artist or band, but I think it's an artist. SUFJAN Stevens, wonderful, wonderful vocal artistry, great, simple but great music to back it up. The guitar playing the pivotal role, dominating along with the vocals. And then you had maybe an instrument in the background, but it was not heard very prominently. Beautifully done, beautifully done. Everything about this is wonderful. Two parts of the song's lyrics I love the most and I connected with. One was about the mother.
Yeah.
Even I had where I want to be close to my mother today, but she isn't alive. When she was alive, I was living a little further from her the last 3 years. For all my life almost I was living with her. And when we moved out after I got married, we lived on rent for a few years. During that time I wanted to be with her a lot, but I couldn't do it that often. And then came her end when she passed away. And I do kind of, whenever I look back, I wish I could have spent more time with her. But every road has an end, how true that is. Similarly, the other part I connected with very philosophically though, is when the forest is there in the desert and it's way, way ahead and you don't even know where to begin. Sometimes procrastination or whatever is going on in your mind, whatever is bothering you, pulling you back, gets the better of you. You want to go there. You want to get to that forest on the other side of this desert. But right now you're very far away. You have to start somewhere. A journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single footstep. You have to start somewhere. But for some reason or the other, it's very tough to take that first pivotal step. So these are the two main parts I connected with it on the first listen. I'm sure there are other things I would easily connect with on more listens, and I am going to listen to this one. This is definitely a musician I connect with.
Yeah.
I love listening to, and it gets top marks for me, top points. Kirti, what are your thoughts on the same parameters? Your own unique view on the lyrics or anything else?
While this music is going on, it is unfair for you to be living in a city and listening to other sounds that are going around you. This music would give a better experience and the best experience when you are in the countryside, probably an isolated street, a road with trees around, with fields on both the sides, and this is playing, you're cycling probably or just walking by. That's all I could imagine while I was listening to it. It was that beautiful.
Yeah, this could be a great song while you're
driving down,
hiking, while you're walking, while you're jogging, while you're on the cycle, while you're cycling. This is a great song. Maybe a car, it would get you too sleepy. It would be too relaxing.
Maybe
That's what
way
I personally
too relaxed.
feel.
Yeah.
So it may not be good for
but the road has to be empty.
But definitely if you're taking a break.
A cycle, yeah.
This is perfect music for a diner. If a diner plays music, which they often do
Yeah.
at the few diners I've been to way back. So definitely this would be great music. Great music for a food truck too. You want people to not just take the food and leave.
Yeah.
You want them to relax and stay there longer, have another thing. So this would be perfect music
Great
for a
music.
food truck.
Yeah. As far as the lyrics were concerned, I felt, somewhere I think he was hinting that he wants to leave this world. And he is trying to say goodbyes in his own way.
Okay.
Yeah, he's beginning his process of letting people know, appreciating before leaving the things that he feels about people and about life. That's what I felt.
It seemed like he wanted to, make amends, say goodbye, do that kind of thing. So perhaps you're right, and that would
That's
be sad.
the kind of
That would
feeling
be
that
sad.
I got.
Could
Probably
be
he's
his also
going towards that. I'm not sure.
Terminal illness could be.
Could be. That wasn't mentioned, but what
Yeah.
the
So why
what
we
I
can't
figured
just
out
assume
a
it's
little
suicide,
bit.
you're right.
No, I'm not saying it's suicide. I'm saying he's getting ready for something like that.
Okay.
Yeah, there's nothing mentioned he wants to commit suicide or anything. It just felt that way, the way he was singing, the way the lines were coming and going, as if he was kind of parting ways with everyone else or something.
Or maybe he could be already distant from everyone. Maybe he's trying to
Get back again, yeah.
get back. Maybe he wants to do all those things. He wants to take the first step. He wants to make a change in his life,
Could be,
in
yeah.
his lifestyle, maybe in his routine, maybe. So he's stuck at a particular place and he wants to make a change.
Yeah.
But making that change, as I mentioned, may not be easy. Do you think it could be that too?
It could be, yeah. Either way, yeah.
What is your rating for the voice of this artist and the music and the lyrics?
For me, the voice and the music both get 10 on 10. I loved it. And especially when I can imagine myself elsewhere, when I'm transported while listening to the music elsewhere. In this case, I was in the countryside. I was on a, pathway where nobody else was passing and I was just walking or sitting, relaxing, some breeze on my face. So it gets 10 on 10. For the lyrics, it will take another listen to understand what exactly he means. So I would say 7 on 10.
Okay.
Yeah.
Actually, you may be right about what he is doing. He may be saying his goodbye, his farewells, getting his affairs in order. Because the title of the song itself says
Death
that.
with dignity.
Death with dignity. So he wants to go with dignity. He wants to leave this planet in grace. And yeah, this title itself says that. So it could be something like that. But I hope it's not suicide. Suicide is never an answer.
It doesn't seem to be hinting that, yeah.
Now we move to a song called Elephant Gun.
Yeah.
This is something which is very unique.
Different.
Elephant gun. In
Not
the
heard
past,
before.
I think, if I'm not mistaken, an elephant gun was usually the term given to a cannon
Yeah. Okay.
or the guns on the tankers because it was huge. So an elephant gun is something which is very big. A big gun or rifle or weapon which shoots.
I didn't come across that term, yeah.
Yeah, so I remember reading about it somewhere in either news or a book or something.
Okay.
An elephant gun. So I'm assuming it's something like that. We don't have the lyrics for this one.
Yeah.
So we'll go purely based on the first listen. Doesn't seem to be a lyric video, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
So let's just go on the music and try and figure it out. If we can't, we'll mainly be talking about the music, and if there are vocals, then definitely that. It's another band I've heard of, but I'm not sure where or when. I don't think I've ever heard this song before in my life.
Okay.
Elephant Gun by BEIRUT with a unique name like
Beirut
that.
is a place name, right? Or is
BEIRUT is a place in Lebanon. Yeah, I think so. I think it's a place in Lebanon.
Okay, okay.
Capital city of Lebanon, if I'm not mistaken.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah. I may be mistaken though, but I think that's what it is. I've seen it in a few movies, mainly Navy SEALs.
I've heard the name, yeah.
Navy SEALs, Charlie Sheen. So I think it's in Lebanon. Let's get started with this one and see what it's all about. BEIRUT. I'm eagerly looking forward to this one. Both these artists are new to me. Might be a lyric video.
If I was young, I'd flee this town. I buried my dreams underground, as did I. We drink to die, we drink tonight. Far from home, elephant guns, let's take them down. One by one, we'll lay it down. It's not been found, it's not around. Let the seasons begin when all was right wrong. Let the seasons begin to take the big game down. Let the seasons begin when all was right wrong. Let the seasons begin to take the big game down.
Wow, if that was a photo of the band, they are awesome.
There are a lot of people there.
It's a very family-like feel.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it is, but a lot of members. You know, this song brings so many flavors from different places in the world. A little bit of Mexico from mariachi music. A little bit from Goa when processions go in Goa, those festival musics. You know, it plays like this.
Exactly.
It reminded me of that.
It also reminded me of BEIRUT. Because the movie, The Band, you remember the movie, The Band, the policeman's band?
Yes, that was BEIRUT? Was that Lebanon?
No, I'm saying it reminds me of BEIRUT.
Yeah.
You know, Wow.
There is a movie, yeah, it's a festival movie probably because we saw it a couple of times. It was coming on cable on one of those channels which had just started and disappeared after that, which would show festival movies. And there was this movie called The Band, where the army orchestra band was going for a performance on a good day to an area where they were not familiar with, and the entire journey, and at the end when they play. So their whole orchestra was good. This literally gives you feelings of different parts from the world. Wow. Also, when it began, I thought New Orleans, is there where we are going?
Yeah, it had the flavor of New Orleans stamped all over it. I wonder where these guys are from. Are they actually connected to Lebanon, Beirut? Are they connected to it, or are they from New Orleans?
Love this song. Wow.
Or Mexico?
It was just too good.
We could connect with it.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right. This kind of music is something that I'm very familiar with, being from the south of India, a place called Mangalore. So in Mangalore and in Goa, you have such music played at wedding processions, even parties. You get a live band, and this is exactly the kind of music that plays there. So it has a very rich cultural flavor and a deep connection to my family roots in Mangalore and Goa. Wonderful, wonderful music. Wow, I loved it. I loved it.
I liked his vocals. The way it started, it felt like the first song that we reacted to. That with dignity, with the guitar playing and the vocals. I said maybe that's the connection. But then the directions this one took, there was nothing that I could remember then of the last song. It just goes, it just keeps blossoming throughout the song. And I liked his vocals. It was very thoughtfully put. If I don't know how many people actually noticed it, the second half of the song when the vocals come, he actually sounds sleepy. He actually makes it sound unclear and bit, hazy for people. And he was talking about sleep time while this night comes and we are at our camps. And he sang it the way he was feeling. I like that. Very thoughtfully put there.
The music definitely is, I would love to listen to more of these guys. Let's put it that way. This is the music that,
Yeah, we like.
I wasn't paying close attention to the lyrics. But the music is what I love. And I would love to listen to what else they have to offer. Thanks for introducing us to such fabulous music. We are so fortunate and blessed to have a group of patrons who support us with music like this. Different requests, unique music. This is what we love on Enoma. It's a love for music that got us together to react to music from all over the world without discrimination, without bias. And this music has international flavor stamped all over it. This is international music. It has a bit of Goa, has a little bit of Mexico, probably has a little bit of Beirut, if at all. But I'm not sure. And a lot of New Orleans, like Kirti mentioned. Great music. It had a nice jazz-like feel to it. But at the same time, very earthy experience.
People, like folk-like. A lot of people, folk-like, public music-like thing. Jazz is supposed to be indoors and, played in the room. But this was more on the outside, outdoors. That's how it sounds.
Yeah, definitely. I do not know what that meant about the camp in the night.
I think what you said,
the camp in the
what
night
you said was made sense when I was reading those lines, when I was listening to them. Probably it was about the elephant gun is about the weapons, and he's talking about why do we have to have all of this. It feels bad. Why do we have to every day go through?
Weapons are always usually created and designed and used to harm and kill other human beings. So it's not something that we stand
sad
for. Anyone else
again,
should stand
for the times that they were going through. Probably that's what I little bit that I could understand.
Yeah, it's a scary experience when you're at camp with all the other friends, your childhood friends, school friends, maybe with your family. You're camping, and then suddenly you hear the gunshots, or it rips through the silence of the night in the distance. What a horrifying experience it must be, especially for the kids. Suddenly, what will happen if suddenly we hear gunshots outside our window? It would be a horrifying experience for us imagine what it would do to the kids. So it rips through the silence of the night, completely destroys the silence. It could give person a heart attack, especially if they are older and suffering from high blood pressure. It would give them a heart attack, or they have a weak heart. So
This I felt it was
I think
about
it was
an
about
army
that.
camp.
It could be something else too. Who knows?
No, I'm thinking it was soldiers' camp, and he may be one of those soldiers being in the camp, and his feeling of unpleasant feeling about those things.
Yeah, perhaps if we got the first part, it would be easier. I was so much in awe of the music when it started.
It just kicked in, yeah.
And I was distracted. I was focused on the music, and yeah, he has a great voice too, by the
They're
way.
a great voice.
Love his voice. I'll give my ratings for this.
Yeah.
My ratings for the music would be 10 on 10.
Wow.
For the lyrics, 5 on 10 because I couldn't get it. It's partly my fault, so that's why I'm giving it 5 on 10. I would have given it 4 on 10 ordinarily. The vocals, 8 on 10. So those are my ratings. What about you, Kirti? Anything you'd like to add to summarize both these songs, or anything you experience of listening to both of them for the first time? SUFJAN Stevens and BEIRUT.
SUFJAN Stevens and BEIRUT. The beginning and that song, only that was the similarity I found. Maybe in his voice and that voice, a little bit similarity you can say, but both were very unique and very different to listen to. My first preference would be the second song, BEIRUT, because it's got so much flavor, and music is all about culture, flavor, art, everything put together, and something that makes you instantly happy, makes you brighter the second it starts, and that's what it did to me.
What do you think does that? The trumpets?
I don't know. It was all of it. It was harmony of all the things that came together
The saxophone,
that makes
the
us
trumpets,
made us feel the way it is. And once when you have heard that kind of music in a certain setup, in a certain environment, you connect with it instantly. So here, when we are talking about Goa, the huge processions with a lot of people going behind it, it's like a huge thing.
Colorful, vibrant,
people all
joyous.
happy, sometimes wearing certain masks,
Dancing.
having something in their hands and things like that. Everyone happy. That's the feeling when you listen to this music. You will always get happy and cheerful mood. That's what it can do to you. So that's why this is my first top song, and then the second one would be SUFJAN Stevens. I like them both though. They are differently together.
I like both of them,
Yeah.
but because the lyrics in SUFJAN Stevens was also very good, I'll definitely rate that higher.
For the ratings, this one takes 10 on 10 for the music. Vocals also I liked a lot. I would say 9.5 on 10.
Okay.
Because I was paying close attention to him singing as well.
Yeah, okay.
And for the lyrics, I still feel it was something anti-war. I may have to confirm it. It would be 7 on 10.
After the first verse, when he started humming, right?
Yeah.
That was good. That was good in this song.
Yeah.
Nice. So that's about it for this one. Goodbye.
Thank you for watching.
Yodeling or humming, what do you call that? Wow.
Yodeling, yeah, different.
Yeah, something that I like that. I completely forgot about that. That added a lot of flavor to this song of BEIRUT. You can check out our Patreon page to learn more about us. The link is in the description box of this video. Goodbye.